What is up, my beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. Now, in today's video, I want to show you some of my hacks on how exactly I learn faster and work smarter, not harder, so that I'm no longer operating like an overwhelmed entrepreneur, but operating from a state of peak performance. Now, if you're someone like me who loves to learn and knows that in order to grow one's business, one must actually learn, but you're struggling with learning and retaining information faster, then this video is for you. And if you want to finally stop working so hard and work smarter, like how successful people actually work, then keep on watching. Now, before I give you all of my secrets and hacks, something that you really need to know first is this number one hard, cold fact. And that is the amount of information in today's day and age is actually doubling, but our ability to learn and grasp this information in our brains is pretty flatline, and in some cases actually declining. That is why there's a gap, and that same exact gap is creating the stress and overwhelm that you feel, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you are building your business. Experts have now even coined a new term called information fatigue syndrome, and that's as a result from digital distraction and overload. And really, if you're here watching, you're probably new to business, and the truth is, it's now easier than ever for anyone to start their own online business, learn a new skill, or pretty much do anything they wish to. You can just Google the answer, and most of that information is free. Or you can easily purchase a course or a program that can give you the step-by-step information. However, have you noticed that if that was the case, why isn't everyone successful and profitable at building their business or learning a new skill? And maybe that's you. And if it is, then I cannot wait to share with you my hacks. That's also why in today's video, each hack that I'm about to share with you is really going to help you work smarter, not harder, so that you are achieving maximum efficiency and avoiding all kinds of burnout. With that said, let's just dive right into hack number one, and that hack is to speed up the way you consume information. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm in a constant state of learning. I'm a true believer to never stop learning. Most of my learning comes from YouTube videos that I watch and courses that I have purchased. Instead of watching those videos at normal speed, I change the playback speed so that I'm retaining the information at a higher speed. This does two things for me, right? First, the time to watch that specific video goes much faster. And secondly, it actually forces me to pay attention. When someone is talking 2 times faster than normal speed, I don't have any time to do anything else, right? My focus is 100% on them. And this even works for podcasts. So if you're someone like me who loves to listen to podcasts, now I want to emphasize the idea of focus instead of rushing, right? So just because you are watching something at a faster speed doesn't mean you retain less. It actually, again, forces you to be more focused and alert.
Okay, so here is a Google Chrome extension that I love, and it's called Video Speed Controller. So I basically, you can download it, install it onto your Chrome, and I use this tool to basically watch YouTube videos or, my courses that I take, whatever the case may be. Whenever I'm learning and it's a video, I use Video Speed Controller to control the speed. So I'll give you an example with a program that I purchased a while ago. So I am a B schooler, so this is Marie Forleo. And so I set the speed for 1.5, right? So you can hear the difference. So I'll do the fast speed first, and then I'll play the slower speed.
Understand exactly where the money is coming from in your business. In other words, which products or service are the most profitable. Now, when I say profitable, I don't just mean financially. I mean emotionally and spiritually too.
So you can actually adjust it even higher to, let's say, like a 2 speed. Oops.
Because if something makes money, but your heart's not into it, or it creates a ton of stress for you or your team, it's going to be difficult, if not impossible, to sustain.
Okay, and then here is the normal speed.
Over the long term. And if you're not clear on your profit picture, you can get stuck in a business model that you don't enjoy, that doesn't make enough money, or that doesn't allow you to provide the most value.
So do you see the huge difference there, right? So the faster speed literally forces me to actually pay attention and not be doing other things while I'm taking a course.
Now think about it. And you just saw this, right? That when someone is talking at that speed, it really does force me or you, right, to drop whatever it is that you're doing and focus on what you're learning at that exact moment, right? So speaking of multitasking, this leads me to my next tip, and that is to stop multitasking and do one thing at a time. So you thought I was gonna give you some magical pill so that you can actually multitask with ease, right? Wrong. Actually, I think that this is the biggest misconception out there when it comes to learning faster, and most people believe that you must multitask in order to get more things done. And I used to think that way, actually. I thought that I was being smart by curling my hair, replying to my client Voxer messages, cooking lunch for myself, responding to emails and DMs. Did you just see how I was juggling like 5 different things at the same time? So it is not possible for you to fully focus on something if you are doing more than 2 things at once. So you will not be fully in the zone, which may lead to consequences. And that can come in the form of, let's say, doing a project again, learning again, and getting into an accident like me, right? Like literally, I ended up in the hospital last year when I accidentally cut myself making avocado toast and had to be in a cast for 4 months. And that was a result of me multitasking, okay? So here are some tools you can use so that you are in the zone, okay? So I use a timer when I work and I time block everything. So I normally work in either 30 or 60-minute increments with breaks. So I'll set a timer on my iWatch, or now I use my Echo Dot, AKA my new personal assistant, kind of like this, right? Hey Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Okay, but the most effective way I found to keep me in the zone is using FocusMate. FocusMate is a free website that pairs you up with an accountability partner for 1 hour. So I'm not an affiliate for them. I just simply love them and use them almost every day. So basically what you do is you and your paired buddy both sign on during a designated time, you set your intention for that 1 hour, and you go to work, right? So you leave your camera on so that your buddy can actually see you working, and it has really, really changed the game for me. The third hack that I have for you is to immediately teach someone what you just learned. Now, the fastest way for you to retain information and have it actually stick is actually teaching, right? So here's what I have to say to all my clients, and for those of you guys that are watching: learn with the intention of teaching it to someone else, right? Because learning is not a spectator sport. You really do need to be active in order for it to be ingrained in your mind. So this is how it can actually help you in your business, right? The moment you learn something new, put it into your content calendar with the intention of reteaching it in your posts, videos, live videos, email lists, whatever the case may be, right? So take a few notes to jog your memory with, but set the intention that you will be teaching this in the near future to someone else. Now, here's what I do. The moment I learn something new, I write it down in my content idea card in Trello, right? Whatever project management tool you use. Later, you can tweak the content so that it fits within your niche. Then I actually talk about it right away in my IG stories. It's still fresh in my mind, so I might as well share it. So make sure you hang out with me in my stories on Instagram, because most of the information that I learned is first pushed out via IG stories. So make sure you follow me. So, or what you can do is you can leave your Instagram handle in the comments below and I'll follow you. Now, the fourth hack that I'm going to share with you will surprise you, and that is cultivating belief in yourself. So in order to learn faster and work smarter, you must believe that you actually can. I'm super passionate on this hack because I see so many people trying to implement on tips, hacks, strategies, but not always seeing the result. And that is because they are missing one crucial step, which is belief. All behavior is belief driven. Everything that you do is belief driven. If you are someone that doesn't really believe in working smarter per se, not harder, right? And you're not really open to what I have to say, then chances are it's not gonna work for you, right? Hashtag truth. So to demonstrate, I'll share with you a quick exercise that I want you to do right now with me that I learned from Jim Quick to show you how powerful our beliefs are. Now, first off, start by standing up, okay? Stand up, and now I want you to extend both of your arms in front of you like this, right? Now, when I say go, I want you to swing your arm, and while swinging, use your eyes to follow your hands okay? And try to reach behind you, okay? Go. Now, I want you to take mental note of where your hand stopped. Like, where did it stop, right? Now, we are going to do it again, right? But this time, before you do so, I really want you to close your eyes, okay? And tell yourself that you believe you can go further than the last time, and set the intention that your arms will actually go further. Now, go and do it again. Now, were you able to go further the second time? I bet you did. Now, the reason why I shared with you this exercise was because I wanted to show you that the block and limitation that you have is all in your mind. So if you set the intention of working smarter or learning faster, whatever the case may be, chances are it will actually be reality for you. Which brings me to my next hack, and that is, one of my favorites, because it's being in a state of Wu Wei. So for those of you who are new to me, you may not know that I incorporate Chinese metaphysics in my business coaching. So for the purposes of this video, I won't go into what Chinese metaphysics is. However, if that is a video you want to see from me, please make sure you comment below and tell me what you want to learn about metaphysics. But what I will go into in this video is the concept called Wu Wei in Chinese metaphysics. Basically, what Wu Wei means is non-doing or natural action. So to break it down even further, it's basically any type of action that does not involve struggle or excessive effort. In the Western world, you're probably operating from something called flow or alignment. So examples of operating from Wu Wei is driving, painting, dancing, writing. It comes easy for you. It's not forced, and it comes with a lot of ease. You can basically operate from Wu Wei with anything, including building your business and learning. Yes, wouldn't it be so much easier to be operating in a state where you are not struggling or with excessive effort, and you feel that you are in flow with your work? That is called Wu Wei in Chinese metaphysics. So my hack for you is that whenever you take your break or start your work, right, before like the morning, meditate beforehand. When you are meditating, your brain waves are probably in between alpha and theta, and that's the sweet spot of working in flow. You can find a guided meditation off of, let's say, YouTube, or download apps that offer free guided meditation. I use something called Insight Timer, or you can actually download my meditation. I created a free sage mode meditation for you, and you can grab it in the description below. Now, meditating before you do your work will prime your mind to be operating from a state of flow or Wu Wei, right? You want your brain waves to be at alpha, theta when you are working, so it comes naturally and you're not forcing yourself. Forcing creates resistance, and we all know that resistance can be detrimental when it comes to learning or working. Another hack that I have found incredibly helpful is minimizing decision fatigue by batching my work. There is a reason why Mark Zuckerberg is successful, and one of those reasons is that he minimizes decision fatigue as much as possible, right? One of the ways he does that is by wearing the same shirt every single day. So believe it or not, decision fatigue is a real thing, and it takes mental energy for you to stand in front of your closet, thinking about what you're gonna wear each day, right? Like, what am I gonna wear today? Now, I'm not as intense as Mark Zuckerberg because I actually love fashion and I don't wanna wear the same thing every day, but I do minimize decision fatigue in other ways by being very mindful of my daily tasks. So I actually dedicate each day to either a creator day or a CEO day, and you can learn more about that in this video. Now, that's also why I encourage all of my clients to batch their content so that when they're in the flow of creating content, to continue that flow by batching. And batching can actually be an easy habit to develop. And if you take my content creator challenge, I'll walk you through step by step how to create 3 months worth of content in just, right? So check it out in the description below. All right. If you love the hacks that I gave you so far, then make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel so that, that way you'll get notified the next time I give away more hacks and tips that will help you in your business. And if you want to learn more about mindset, marketing, and metaphysics, make sure you check out these 2 videos here. Anyways, guys, I love you, I appreciate you, and I cannot wait to bring more goodies for you in the future videos. I'll see you in the next